Okay, we're recording. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam, Madam.
So how's everybody today?
Exhausted.
Huh?
Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Uh,
Why exhausted?
Class from 9 morning until
Ya Allah.
now.
Really? Why your timetable like that?
I
Is it?
have 21 credit hour.
That's a lot. That's why. Now you just want to sleep, right? Yes, I understand the feeling. If you want to sleep, it's fine. You know, me, I have usrah at night normally. Starting at 9 and it will end around 12 o'clock at night. And my Nakiba will say, it's okay if you're in the garden of knowledge, in the garden, in the halaqah where there are lots of malaika. If you are tired, even come to the halaqah or the usrah, but you can sleep. So some of us are working because we have people from everywhere. We have people from Bank Negara who work very hard. So every time she comes to the halaqah, she will sleep. And then the 5 minutes at the end of the halaqah, she wakes up, But that's fine because when you in a what do you call it, in an environment where there are lots of malaika, even your sleep will be blessed with barakah, right? To be here in the apa kata majlis ilmu is barakah. Okay, thank you. Started putting your name and metric number for attendance. Thank you. Please do that. Right. We have 31. I hope all of you are good. If you are tired, you can sleep. You can just put attendance. You can go. Okay, it's okay, Shafiqah. So the rest of you who can put the videos on should put the video on. If you cannot put your video on, please write privately to me the reason being. Okay. So I was really tired today, to be honest. So that's why I understand. I was, fatigue. There's a tired and fatigue. Fatigue means that you just basically cannot do anything. My mind is already zero at that time. I cannot even think or even sit. So this evening I slept for 3 hours. So alhamdulillah I'm okay now. 3 hours. So I think because of this online thing, is their studies, this online, being online too much is tiring. So I pity you if you have a class from 9 o'clock until now. It must be like extremely tiring. Even if you don't teach, to listen also tired. So it's okay if you want to leave, to sleep, no problem. Okay. Now let's start today's class by filling a poll. Okay? I want you to, let's see, how do I do this? I'll give this poll. How do I give you the link? How do I copy? Cannot copy here. Full screen. Okay. Alright. Okay. I will share my screen. I want you to go to this link and fill. And just a simple poll. Okay. Can you see? I want you to go to pollev.com/FazlinHasbu218 and use one word to describe yourself. So we do some ta'aruf here. Okay, do you understand? So everybody, you just go there and just one word, only one word. If
Doctor,
you,
is this anonymous?
yes, it's anonymous, but I can ask who. If we anonymous, I don't know who wrote, but if you say depressed, I say who's depressed here. If you don't want to answer, it's fine. It's okay. Be honest. One word you would use to describe yourself. You know, if you want to be successful, the first thing is to know yourself. If you know yourself, you can be successful. Many people don't even know themselves. They don't even know their character. If you don't know your weakness and your strength, uh, it's difficult for you to move forward. Okay, so nobody has written anything yet. So we have one word, observant. Nervous, interesting. Determined. Positive. Firm. Cheerful. Optimistic. We should have 31 words. And anybody, if you, any time of the class, you have to leave, no problem. Just write privately to me to ask for, what do you call it, permission to leave, then you can leave. Okay. You just okay, yeah? That's okay means active. It can be the same word, it's fine. Excited. Okay, maybe we have two doing positive. See why this line comes out here. Cheerful. Complicated. Why is it complicated? Independent. Anything else? How do Okay. So some are still writing. So I'll give you two more minutes to write. One word, cute, huh? Interesting. Supporter. Problem if I cannot see everybody here. Tired. Happy. Cheerful. Okay. One more minute. Changing. Changing to become better or changing to become worse? Motivational. Oh, I'll be interested to know who's motivational. Maybe all of us need some motivation here. Can I know who wrote motivational? Okay, turn on the mic. If you're motivational, turn on the mic. If not, you chat. If you cannot, what do you call it? Speak, you can write in the chat. But I cannot see the chat problem. Anybody wrote motivational?
Me, madam.
Who are you?
Salma.
Salma. Okay. Why you wrote motivational?
Because I always feel that I give motivation for other people.
So normally you give motivation to other people.
Yes.
Good. Good. So you're always motivated.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. So maybe
Sorry, madam.
yes.
Someone cannot enter this
Oh,
meeting.
okay.
Waiting for your approval.
All right. Thank you for telling me. Okay, so I need to stop sharing. Okay. Already there. Share again.
Thank you, madam.
No problem. Thank you for telling me. Okay, finish. Yeah. So here are the words that you describe yourself. Generally, if you look at it generally, there are many positive words, which is cute. Which is good. So there are some negative, like tired. So sadness. So to have to have all of these are human. Okay. To have all these characteristic is human. If you're all okay, so I finish sharing. If all of you are positive all the time, we are not human. We can be robot. We don't have feelings. But Allah created us as human being. We okay. I'm just reading the chat. So so Allah created as human beings. We have feelings. We are unlike the malaika, the angels. Angels, they have feelings, but they interesting in the hadith, they also have feeling. They feeling of anger, happy, but they cannot choose what they want to do. They cannot choose whatever they want to do. But Allah created human being. We have feelings, and we can choose what we want to do. Okay, so if you and Allah give us akal as well. So if we are sad, then Allah gives the akal and Allah gives guidance in the Quran how to deal with the sadness. And to have sadness is human. One time, who knows the hadith of the Prophet when the son died? Who knows the hadith? Can share it with everybody here. Anybody? Muaz is okay. You can leave early. No one knows the hadith? Darul Quran here. Okay. So one time okay, Sirah question. How many children did the Prophet has? How many children?
7.
7. Okay. How many girls? How many boys?
4 girls,
4 girls?
3 boys. 3 boys.
3 boys. So how many survive? You mean alive until adulthood? Adult.
All girl.
All girls.
Girl.
All girls. So is it all the girls?
Yes.
So
Because
all the sons of the Prophet Muhammad SAW died. Okay. If you become a parent, the feeling when na'uzubillah, hopefully Allah will not test us that how sad we are when our children die. And Prophet Muhammad SAW, the most beloved, the most beloved human being in the earth. There's nobody that Allah loved more than the Prophet Muhammad SAW. However, even the Prophet Muhammad SAW, Allah give him trials of the death of the son. Okay, and so it doesn't mean that when Allah give us trials that Allah doesn't love us. So that's wrong. Allah really loves Prophet Muhammad SAW. So when one time when his son Abdullah, if I'm not mistaken, died, and he cried. So because Prophet is a human being, so he has feelings. So he cried, and when he like prepared the corpse of his son, so he was crying, and then there's a Sahaba was there looking at the Prophet and said, "Ya Rasulullah, you cry?" So because there's another hadith, right? You cannot cry, you cannot bang yourself, because at the Jahiliyah time, the women, when somebody died, they will just cry like the Shia, they will go and then shout and everything. So Rasulullah banned that. You cannot do like crazy things like that. But so this time the Prophet cried, and then the Sahabat said, "You cried, ya Rasulullah," something like that, the hadith. And the Rasul said, "Yes. I can't remember the exact. I think basically the meaning is we are human, we cry. So it's okay to cry. And if you look in the Quran, the Surah Yusuf, right? Who's the father of Yusuf? Who knows? The father of Yusuf. Yaqub. So what happens to Yaqub about sadness? Anybody?
He cried.
Yes?
He cried.
He
Like
cried.
anti-blind.
Yes. Why he cried?
Because Nabi Yusuf
He missed his son very much.
Sorry? Why?
He missed his son very much.
He missed his son very much, right? To the point that blind. So Allah didn't say that he cannot cry, and he's a prophet. He's a prophet. He's a man, right? So, and Allah put that in the Quran, and it shows that it's okay, no problem. It's not that you are cry, you are not a man. This is Yaqub, the prophet of Allah, also cried, and he cried until his eyes went blind. So, so that's a human being, but it's okay to feel sadness. But how do we what do you call it, menghadapi, what's the word, how do we face this trial? So how does Islam, as a Muslim, how do we face this? So Allah asks us to be sabar, and sabar doesn't mean you cannot be sad. Okay, the Prophet also full of sabar, but also the Prophet Muhammad and all the Prophets also said the sabar in when you have trials like this means that you remember Allah more, and if you are sad of that person, you keep making dua for that person. That is sabar when somebody in your family pass away. Okay, so the way we deal is we go back to Allah. That's sabar. Sabar means you it's okay to be sad, but you don't say anything that against Aqidah. You don't say, "Oh, why Allah this, why Allah is not merciful to me." That's wrong. But sabar is to stop yourself from saying things that will go against the Aqidah, and in the same time use that situation to go back to Allah. Make a lot of dua to the people around us. Okay, so sure, Mahi, you can leave at 9. Why you have quiz at 9 p.m? Why they taking? Didn't you tell your teacher that you have class at night? At night?
Madam, I don't know. Madam gave us the quiz at 9, that's why.
So can you tell the madam, my Madam Fazin is not happy? Okay?
Okay.
Please send my salam to her and say, I'm not very happy because it's my class time. Just tell something.
Okay.
And if she's not happy, she can contact me. Because
Okay.
we lecturers, we should respect each other. It's my time. Okay, now, last time, let's open the slides. Where did we start last time? Do you remember? Anybody? Where did we start last time?
Ta'aruf, madam.
Ta'aruf. Okay. Can you see my slide?
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Okay. So how to get married? You go through the right path and you do proper ta'aruf. You follow what Islam says. Okay. So and if nowadays you cannot find, you want to go online, it's fine to do online, but make sure you are taking care of the ikhtilat online. Did I mention that in I don't like to do this because I cannot see everybody. So how do I? You can see my slide, right? So how do I see more people? Oh. Do you see all the people that I can see in your screen?
No.
No,
No,
you just see my slide.
We can
No,
see a
just
few people.
You can see
few
all,
Only your
people.
slides.
can you see
Few.
you can view all the people that I'm viewing?
No.
No.
Okay.
Few.
You only see me. Okay, good. So so because then I can see your expression when I talk. Okay, another thing that I want to say about ikhtilat is it's also applicable online. Okay, it's also applicable online. But some people they say, oh, it's okay lah, we don't see face to face. So what's the problem to text a sister at night or anytime, or to talk to the sisters using online without face to face? It's also considered haram to contact if you don't have any important things to say. Okay, and this is written. You can read Yusuf Qaradawi's book. It's considered the same. So virtual is also considered the same. That's why, because nowadays there are many. I keep on saying this, a family broken because this online thing. WhatsApp, another wife WhatsApp another husband's person, and then in the end the family broken. So it's the same, virtual or real face to face is still haram. So you need to be careful when you message. That's why it's good to have a group. Anything you message in a group instead of privately. Can you see that arrow? Why the arrow is there? Never mind. Okay, so that's on man and woman and the relationship. I hope it's clear. So be careful. So if you before you get married, you be khitbah, bertunang. You do khitbah, right? So it doesn't mean that you can do. So it's still haram. It's still your non-mahram. You still cannot contact like he or she's your husband or your wife. So you need to be careful. But you are allowed to ask important things. Okay. And the only thing is somebody cannot marry the in Islam if you already do khitbah for another person, you dah bertunang. It means that another person cannot marry the person that you already promised to get married. That's all. Okay, the rest is still the same in Islam. Okay. Okay. I cannot see. Intention of marriage. Okay, let me ask you, what can you put some reaction? Anybody doesn't want to get married? Okay. Put a reaction if you like, reaction at the bottom if you don't want to get married. Ifran, you don't want to get married?
For now, I don't want. Later, I want.
Okay. I'm asking forever. Okay. So later you want, it's good. Okay. If you don't want to get married forever, then we need to have a talk. Okay. Why is that so? But for the time being, understandable. So if Alhamdulillah, everybody want to get married, that's good. Now I want to ask you why you want to get married. Okay. Who can answer me? Who wants to volunteer first before I just call? Preferably somebody with the, what do you call it, audio. You can put in the chat, but I cannot read while, can I read while sharing? I don't know. Oh, I can read.
Madam, to complete half of my religion.
Who are you?
Adira.
Adira. To complete half your religion. What does it mean?
Because getting married, we have a hadith of the Prophet say that getting married means that you are completing half of your religion.
So why you want to complete half your religion?
Because I can, like my future husband maybe can teach me, teach me like the Islamic way of life, the thing I didn't know. Yeah,
So
something like that.
your husband will teach you. What happens if your husband doesn't know, even worse than you in terms of the Islamic teaching?
Then I have to teach him, have to like educate him, to guide him. Yes, guidance.
Okay, thank you. Good intention. Who else? So anybody can answer, right? Everybody wants to get married. Why you want to get married? Okay, who else?
It's sunnah,
Who's that? Karima.
karimah.
So there are many other sunnah. There go jihad fisabilillah, go to war also bigger sunnah. So why you want to get married?
Other sunnah also can. Jihad fisabilillah, I'm studying right now.
So there are bigger jihad. Let's go to Syria together. Do you want to go? Come with me?
Out of my ability, but getting married, I can.
There are many sunnah. Have you tried tahajjud prayer the whole night? Have you tried bigger sunnah? Many sunnah. So you haven't done the rest. Why you want to get married? I'm just provoking. It's one of the sunnah, but it's not a very, if you ask, sunnah is good, but is that a real strong motivation? There are many other sunnah which we haven't done. Have you memorized the whole Quran? So thank you. Karima, do you want to still answer?
No, thank you.
Thank you for the answer. I'm provoking you to think now. It's good to tell me your answer. Then you can rethink of your answer. Okay, who else?
Madam.
Why it's only the sisters? Where's the brothers? Okay, brothers, you get ready. Mariam.
To avoid zina.
To avoid zina. Okay, good. So if you don't get married, you will do zina?
I mean, not directly, having a boyfriend is also towards zina. So getting married is
So don't have boyfriend, then you avoid zina. So don't get married.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? So thank you. I'm just provoking.
Okay.
Your answer is right. So one of the reason, and marriage to be married, there are it can be wajib, it can be sunnah, it can be what else? Who knows?
Haram.
Haram. It can be
Mubah.
mubah, and then it can be makruh, right? So similar to other ibadah, it can be like that. It can sometimes go to wajib, sometimes it can go to haram. So when you are thinking to do haram things, for example, you are thinking to do zina, then it's wajib for you to get married. Okay, so I don't know where you are now. Maybe you have a boyfriend or you have a girlfriend. Maybe I will make a poll on that, so it's anonymous. Because nowadays I think all of you have boyfriend and girlfriend. Is that right? Right or wrong?
No.
Wrong.
Wrong.
No.
So you are better than what I think. Okay? Alhamdulillah. Because you know, I think majority nowadays have that. I have students who comes to see me, and then at that time I was an academic advisor, and I think she failed a lot of subjects. Then I asked why, sister, and the sister said, oh, I clashed, I broke with my boyfriend. I said, oh. So I asked her a question, why you have boyfriend then? Then in the end you suffer, in the end your academic suffer, your parents suffer, everybody suffer. And I suffer because I have to see you. No, just kidding. Then she said, because everybody around me have boyfriend. It's peer pressure. So I like to see, I want somebody to be with me at the bus stop. You know, that's what she answered. And I want some flowers during the weekend. I want somebody to bring me food. So that's her answer. So because everybody has boyfriend. So she said she will be weird if she doesn't have a boyfriend. So that's why my assumption, I am student, everybody has a boyfriend or girlfriend. So if not, alhamdulillah. If not, alhamdulillah. If yes, brothers and sisters, you need to rethink whether it's right or wrong. And because in Islam, there's no boyfriend or girlfriend. In Islam, there's no boyfriend or girlfriend. You want, you get married. Okay. So because you know that will bring one step closer to zina. And at one time, you cannot stop yourself, maybe, na'uzubillah min zalik, from zina. And when that time comes, it's wajib for you to get married. And at that time, if your parents disagree of you getting married, you need to convince them. Find anything or go to a lecturer, so the lecturer will try to convince the parents. But sometimes parents are degil lah. Apa degil in English?
Stubborn.
Stubborn. But I don't think it's right, especially if the student will do haram things. Is already doing haram things, still doesn't want to get married. So I think very sad to the student. I would say go and marry in Thailand. If that's the case, you cannot stop yourself from doing haram things, go and get married in Thailand. But first, why can't you stop yourself? That's another thing. In the first, why we are so weak that we cannot even stop ourselves from doing haram things. And that's why la taqrabu zina, Allah says, because Allah knows it's difficult to stop yourself, to never go close. Don't be careful of ikhtilat, how do you speak to the sisters or to the brothers, and also do not have boyfriend and girlfriend, because Allah knows it's very difficult for you to stop yourself. Okay, so and how does haram to get married? What's the condition for you to haram to get married? Anybody?
If you already have 4 wives.
Okay, or you have 4 wives, which I don't think will be applicable, but yes, generally. But yes, in your situation, what will make it haram to get married?
If the marriage will cause another sin or another problem toward them.
Can you give a like an exact example?
Maybe if the man doesn't have enough money or enough preparation to be husband.
Interesting. You know, Ali doesn't have money.
Not money, but maybe he's not ready. He's not ready to be husband, but
what do you mean not ready?
Maybe he's not an independent person, or he's lazy, or
lazy is haram to get married.
Yeah, because it will harm.
Sorry?
It will give harm to other people.
For example, maybe harm, like lazy, maybe not that harm lah, right?
Yeah.
Not good. Maybe it comes into makruh. Like if you are lazy and you want to get married, so maybe makruh, better not married, better get prepare yourself. Haram when you make if you have HIV. Okay, if you have HIV, then maybe it's haram unless you use protection all the way. And it can be haram if you know if you get married, you'll be abusive to your wife. or
Excuse
husband?
me, Dad.
Sorry,
You have less than 1 minute.
1 minute. Allah.
Less than 1 minute, yeah.
Okay, let's have a 2 minutes break. Okay, we'll continue this. Boleh ya?
Boleh, Doktor.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for telling me.